Hi guys, welcome back to Spoon Feeding Profits. Hope you're having a great and productive day. Today I want to share with you 5 jackets that I've sold within the past 2 weeks that sold for good money. All 5 of these jackets I'm about to show you I found in thrift stores, so they're out there. You can find them, you can find similar ones to them and make money, right? So let's get into it then. So the first jacket I have here is a Lacoste quilted down jacket, right? No brainer. You're thinking Lacoste, no brainer. The thing is about Lacoste, though, you have to know Lacoste. You have to make sure it's genuine because there's a lot of fake bootleg Lacoste out there. I've had eBay violations where a listing was taken down and I got warnings. I got 2 different ones for Lacoste. And the thing is about these was I was so sure they were authentic. I was so sure. I'm still kind of sure about one of them, but for some reason it got taken down. So I don't pick Lacoste up that often anymore. But this jacket, oh my gosh, if you look at it, you can tell it's quality, right? If you feel it, you just know it was the real deal. The tags checked out, the little alligator logo or the crocodile, I'm not sure. It looked really, really good. Everything, I was like, you know what? I can't go wrong with this one. And I paid $9 for this jacket. So I listed it. It sold a little under 3 months it took, but it was fine. It was just $9 invested. I listed this on November 11, 2017, and I sold it on the 5th of February this year. So a little under 3 months it took, but it was a really good sale. And guys, you can't go wrong with down filling. People are looking for down filling jackets. This jacket wasn't perfect. It was great. The jacket itself was in great condition, but the cuffs and the hem was kind of linty, which I didn't mention in I did mention that in the description. You see here I said jacket itself is in really good condition, but it's linty on the cuffs and the bottom, right? But somebody still bought it because it's quality, because it's a warm jacket. It's a great brand. You can't go wrong. So, yeah. So that was a good sale. I made about 60, $65 when all is said and done on that one. Second jacket I want to share with you is a Kuji. This is another brand I don't buy that often. Again, this is another fake brand a lot. I don't really pick it up that often, but every now and then if I see one brand new with tags and it looks like the real deal to me. I've never had a violation. I've never had eBay taken down any of my Kuji in the past. But I do know there's some fake ones. Some you can really tell they're fake, and some you kind of know it's good, right? It's a real deal. This one was like in between for me. It looked like the real deal. The tag the price was pretty high, and the jacket was really nice. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to get it. I wasn't sure. Like I said, I don't really pick up Kuji that often anymore. But I got this one. I paid $10.50. The tag said $12.99, but I think I had a 20% off that day. So I paid around $10.50 for this jacket. This one sold a little under 2 months too, so that wasn't bad for $10.50 investment. I listed this on December 8th. And I sold this jacket on February 3rd this year. So a little under 2 months it took to sell. I made about $32, $34 profit when all is said and done. Like I said, I usually charge shipping for jackets. I had it higher, but I wasn't getting any watchers. I wasn't getting a lot of views for it. And then finally somebody sent me an offer for 40. I told them 50. They agreed. I was kind of ready to get rid of it because it wasn't attracting a lot of attention. So, and the thing is about it too, it had a flaw. Not one of the zippers. The zipper had a break in like the middle, which is not cool. So you probably have to replace that whole zipper. So if there's a buyer that wanted to go through all that, great for them. It was a cool jacket altogether. It was a reversible, so you can actually wear it on both sides. It had the Kuji, the Australia writing embroidered, really nice. Inside was the other side of the jacket. It was a check design, check pattern. So yeah, if somebody's into Kuji, they would find this really, really cool. So yeah, somebody paid $50 for that. That was a good score as well. Third, I want to share with you is this Jacket Flyers men's summer type. I copy these keywords word for word from eBay listing because this was my first time finding this, and it's fire resistant. This, guys, was a quick flip. It sold the next day in less than 24 hours because I listed it late that night, and then when I woke up, it sold. The thing is about this is you want to keep your eyes out for this jacket because people are buying this. If you check this up on eBay, the prices range from about 40 all the way to 150. I might have underpriced this though because what I found out, I was seeing all types of prices, so I decided I'm gonna go in the median range, right? I'm gonna price in the middle between 40 and 120, 140, 150 I was seeing. But what I found out after, when I sold it so fast, I searched some more of the listings that they had. And what I noticed was the ones that were 40 and 50 and 60 and 70 was pre-owned mainly. Pre-owned, and I'm sure they show some signs of use to them. But this jacket that I had was mint condition. It didn't have a tag on it, but it was mint condition. So somebody snatched it up. Because all the new ones were selling for like 150, 140. So it's a good jacket. Let me show you what a tag looks like. So if you see one of these, you pick it up, right? It's Jacket Flyers Men's Summer Fire Resistant. Again, I did not know of this. I did a quick search when I was in the thrift store. And what did I pay for this? I paid $9.50 for this jacket. Sold the next day. Probably made about $60 profit when all is said and done. So keep your eyes out for these, guys. Like I said, mine was in mint condition. Somebody got a sweet deal on me. It's funny. After selling for a while, you still kind of give stuff away. Well, not give it away, but you know what I mean. You can still ask higher sometimes. But yeah. All right. The third jacket I want to share with you. I actually shared this in a previous video. But I sold this like right under 2 weeks ago, or about 2 weeks ago. It's a Joseph Bank patchwork madras jacket, coat, blazer. This jacket I paid $7.41 for. It took about a little less than 3 months to sell. Patchwork, madras pattern always sells well, especially if it's a known brand, like I mentioned. You can't go wrong with it. This one was new without tags. So I mentioned that in the description. I said never been worn. Tags took off, but the jacket has been laying around for a bit. So it didn't have that brand new minty looking look to it, but you could tell it was brand new at the same time. So I put has been laying around for a bit, and I made about $60 on this jacket. Most of my jackets I make like $2 in shipping, because it's usually like $7, $8, $9. Every now and then I would have to pay a little higher depending on the jacket, how big it is, how heavy it is. So yeah, so that was a good score too. And last but not least, this was a quick flip as well. Guys, I don't know if you've heard of this brand 54. I found this brand by just doing research in a store one day, and they had like two 54 Mark McNary men's casual shirts, right? Button front, long sleeve shirts. And I checked it up real quick and I saw that the prices are all over the place, but there were some selling for like 30. That's all I needed to see. I paid like, I believe those shirts were half price that day, so I paid $2.50 each. And I sold those shirts for $29 each, right? But what I found out after doing some more research is there's a brand called 54. That in itself just sells, meh, 14, $13, $15. Maybe you'll find one for 19. But when 54 is paired up with a designer like Mark McNary, it's a different situation, right? It's a whole different thing. So those shirts that I found that first time was 54 Mark McNary, and I sold them for around $30, $29 each. So that was good. Now, you would see people pricing these really cheap on eBay too. There's that. But in both of my experiences in finding those two shirts and finding this jacket, they both sold really, really fast. This jacket sold within a week for me. The shirts, I believe they sold within a week or two. So, eBay souls can be a little bit deceptive sometimes, but it's you gotta know, right? As long as you know that certain things sells. And 5.4 by itself, I've bought one when I first found the brand. I found a 5.4 shirt another time and I was excited because it's 5.4. But that took so long to sell and I had to drop the price considerably for it to sell. So what I gather was it has to be paired with a designer. Not just Mark McNary. There's another designer I saw too. I can't remember at this moment what his name is. But if you see 5.4 paired with a designer, more than likely it's worth money. This jacket sold in less than a week, about 6 days after I listed it. I listed it on January 15th. And yeah, it sold in less than a week. I remember that. I paid $5.99 for this. And it actually went overseas. Somebody bought it. I made about $37, $35, $37 on this jacket. So guys, keep an eye out for 5.4 Mark McNary. See that? I think they have pants. Actually, they do. I have a shorts, a men's shorts listed right now. That is 5.4 Mark McNary. It's a lot of their stuff has this duck kind of print on it. So, but it was a really nice jacket. This jacket was a really, really nice jacket. I don't find this brand that often. I don't find Mark McNary paired with 5.4 that often. But when you see it, it's usually worth picking up, right? So that's my video, guys, today. 5 jackets that I've sold within the past 2 weeks. I paid a total of $42.40 for those 5 jackets. And when all fees and buy costs and all that comes out, I made about $250 profit. So that is not bad. You guys can find these. They're, like I said, I found them in the thrift store. You can find similar ones. A lot of jackets that I've been finding lately, and not just jackets, just clothing altogether, is I'm learning almost every trip out to the thrift store. I'm learning a new brand. Not that I go out saying I'm going to learn a new brand, but like subconsciously I'm learning a new brand because, I'm seeing stuff that I've never heard about. I've never seen that brand before. But as long as they fit certain criteria, I'm going to check them out. Criteria being quality, condition. If the condition is really good, if the quality looks really good, it's worth a checkup for me. It's worth a quick research for me. And if of course, it's not too high priced in the thrift stores, I'm going to pick it up. And I find that I'm doing really well with those and I'm learning new brands as I go. So if you can get in that habit too, instead of just going out with what you know already, obviously when you see those, it's just automatic. Put it in your cart. But if you can take a few minutes to research a few things, you can actually up your sales big time. All right, guys. So thank you for checking out my channel. Hope you find some value in what you saw. Definitely subscribe if you haven't, if you like the content. Have a good day. Talk to you soon.